But certain board members, because I stood up for homeowners' rights, and I stood up for our bylaws, and I stood up for equal protection under our bylaws for everybody, did not like that. So certain board members collected enough proxies in excess of 20, 25, and voted me off the board all by themselves. And this was prior to 2012 with the changes in the HOA laws. And being a parliamentarian for an organization, when I saw that, it was legal under our bylaw. I want us to change it, because we're supposed to be a democracy. The homeowners are supposed to vote in who they want. Not, if I'm a board member, I shouldn't be able to hold 25 proxies, vote myself in, and vote in who I want. I would never do that. That's unethical. But that's how I was voted off the board, and that's the honest truth. Yes?
What's the first thing on your agenda that changed in the community?
The first thing would be transparency.
What do you mean by that?
Well, transparency is answering all of people's questions. For example, I was the one who started the video recording. So everybody can see what happens at all the meetings. I started posting them online. I started distributing them. Because in the past, if you don't make it to a meeting, you don't know what happened at the meeting. I want all financial statements to be available every meeting, so it can be go over line by line item. So if people have questions, they'll have access to it. When I go to other HOA meetings, you walk in, they have the minutes of the previous meeting in the stack, and they have the complete financial statements in the stack. And everybody gets one, and line by line expense item. So you can ask it, well, what was this spent for? What was this spent? Why did we spend $13,000 on this? Right now, people don't have that information when they walk into a meeting to ask those kind of questions.
So that's the first thing you would change?
That would be, that would be the first thing I change, is the transparency and fixing relationships with the homeowners. Any other questions? Yes.
Do you feel that any of the bylaws need to be changed? And if so, how do we go through that process of changing?
Yes, I do. I feel a number of bylaws need to be changed. Right now, if you look at our bylaws, they're outdated. They've never been updated for the changes in the state code. There were changes done in 2012. The state legislature changed some more in 2015. So when you go to our bylaws, that might not be the law anymore. Then you got to go look over here. So I want to update them for all the current changes that the state legislature made. I also want to make certain changes in bylaws, such as term limits. I don't think somebody should be on the board for 10 to 15 years. Personally, if I'm voted onto the board, I would serve a maximum of 2 years. Now, there are 2 terms, which would be 4 years. That's my opinion. Should the term limit be 2 terms, total 4 years? I would leave that up to the membership. But I honestly believe in term limits, and it should just be in the bylaws. Yes.
Will the bylaws change a little bit more where, I don't know how to word it properly, that members have a little bit more say in what the board does? Like, for instance, the cabana. The board wouldn't decide this is what we're building and we're just going to present it to you.
Right. Well, the idea that I've talked to other people that are running for the board is they want total transparency. So after let's say we go out and get the bids, and we got the schematics, we're going to put it on the agenda, with proper notice, and we're going to present it to the membership and say, here's the options we came up with. We can take a non-binding vote from the membership at that point. My view is, if the non-binding vote is a majority for something that the board doesn't quite agree with, my suggestion at that point is then I would call a special members meeting. Because I want to put the HOA back into the hands of the homeowners and not just have the board dictate what's going on. And back to your question about the bylaws, how to change them. The bylaws are a lot easier to change than our covenants, conditions, and restrictions. Our bylaws can be changed at any members meeting just by a majority vote of the members present, as long as we have a quorum, which is 20. And my vision right now is, since we have an annual members meeting in May coming up, we can put a lot of those changes in the bylaws into that meeting and vote on them right then and there, get them fixed, done, I'd like to send out a letter to all the residents saying, you know, what are your suggestions for changes in the bylaws? Here's the suggestions that the board's looking at. So we can get that done rather quickly. Yes, ma'am.
Over the years, there's been amendments to the, or so are you looking at the updates of the amendments?
Well, technically, there has been no amendments because
Yes.
the only way you can amend a bylaw is by a membership vote.
I'll show them to you.
But there's been no membership vote on the
I'll
bylaws.
show them to you. Okay.
I mean, the past board members, like, can you correct me, has there been a membership vote on the bylaws in the past 10 years?
Has there been a members vote on the bylaws change in the last 10 years?
I'll show them to you. There's been amendments.
Yeah, well, I know there's amendments, but the membership cannot vote on them. And according to our bylaws, the membership has to vote on them. Now, the amendments that you're talking about were for, some of them, I haven't checked them all, but some of them were for changes in the state legislature code. Okay? So that was fine. The members don't have to vote on it because the state changed the code. But if it's for something that the state did not change, only the membership can change it.
Membership did change. I'll show them to you.
Okay?
Sam, just for the sake of time, can we hear
Yeah,
from
because
the
we
rest
got-
of our
Yeah.
candidates?
Right,
Appreciate your
right.
time.
Thank you, because we are, thank you.
Miss Kim?
Kim Theo.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kim. I live on Santa Rosa. I've been there about 4 years, a little over 4 years. And,
Can you get them up here?
come up here. Sorry. I live on Santa Rosa. I've been there a little over 4 years. And one of the things that I would like to help do is something like what Sam said, is get the homeowners, you know, back in control of our neighborhood. But also, I'm on the multicultural committee for the city of Garland, and I do a lot of events with them. And I'm learning a lot of things about the city government and the things that the city offers neighborhoods like ours. And I know in the past, we've taken advantage of that. Sam has told me about it before I moved here, apparently. But since I've been there, there's been no cohesion in the neighborhood. I didn't know when the meetings were, where the meetings were, what time they were. I didn't know anything. And I would like to help change those kind of things, and also to help our neighborhood become back involved with the city with fun things. They have a trailer that they loan out to anybody, an HOA, a neighborhood. It has cones, it has tables, it has games, outside games, just fun things to do. We have that big old green area there. I would like to see us make good use of that in a community type of way. Yes, ma'am.
If you were voted onto the board, would you approve a playground for our children in the neighborhood?
I sure would. I had grandkids and I was scared to let them play over there at that old playground. Yeah. Anything else?
Okay, next up is Michael Bowler.
That's Mark Ryan.
Oh, did I miss one?
Mark and Cassandra.
Okay, yes. Okay, sorry, Mark, you're up next. Thanks, Ann.
I am standing up. Hi, I'm Mark Ryan. I've lived, my wife and I, you probably know my wife better than you know me, Cynthia Ryan, or Cindy. We've lived here since 1979, same house. And the reason I want to be involved with the board is I want to make the board transparent. I want to make sure we follow the law. I want to see us pass an audit without any opinions pinned to it, that the accountant is essentially giving us a red flag. And I just want to make sure that everything is being done by the book. And I'm also very knowledgeable about continuous improvement. I worked for Sandon Corporation in Wylie. When I was there, I worked on the team, we won the Deming Prize. We won the Texas Award for Performance Excellence. And it's a Japanese company, and they have processes for getting people involved and getting feedback. The first thing I think we should do is we should poll all of our homeowners and ask them what their priorities are. And then take that, and then the next year at the same time, ask them if they think we've actually improved those areas. That's what we call plain do, check, just, where we want to always improve our relationship and the satisfaction of all homeowners and even renters, because if you've got a renter, they're really a part of your neighborhood, and you should pay attention to them. So, when Sam told me about some of the things that were going on in the association, my wife and I were very concerned, and she doesn't have time to do this, so I'm semi-retired, so I'm here to serve you guys. Do you have any questions?
I mean, I'm just gonna be clear, I'm gonna ask everyone a question.
Okay, that's fine.
What is the best attribute that you could bring to this association and this neighborhood? What is the best attribute that you think you are most competent in?
Improving satisfaction.
You know, as the streets are starting to cave in a little bit.
Yes.
Is that the city's responsibility? How come no one's reporting it?
Well,
They filled some.
I reported